Hi, welcome to KXAM Plus. I'm your host, Esmeralda Zamora, and we have our What's Driving You Crazy segment where we talk about things having to do with traffic that are driving us crazy on the road. And with me is, of course, our traffic expert, Erica Brennis. Erica, how you doing?
Hanging in there, girl. I mean, it's been a doozy of a start to the year, but we are trucking right along. We're in February and talking traffic and construction and lane closures and all the things.
And that does not stop, right? No
No,
matter what time of year. I can't believe it's already
I
February of
know.
2026.
Mid-February. Let's already call it.
I
We're already
know, almost
mid-February.
March.
I
We're
know.
almost there.
I know. What's happening?
We've been hearing lots of talk about some South I-35 closures. You mentioned to me right before we started doing this live stream that it was delayed. So give us an update. What is going on with this project?
So we're going to talk about the I-35 Capital Express Central project, specifically a new era in the I-35 construction. I think a lot of people have gotten sort of used to what's going on at MLK and
Yes.
35. Now it's Riverside Drive's turn.
Wow. So it's expanding.
It's expanding. They are doing all kinds of work to I-35 in Central Austin, North Austin, and South Austin. Yeah.
Well, we are used to it here
I
in
know.
Austin. So let's find out what is going to disrupt our traffic
Yeah.
when we're driving to work in the morning or dropping off the kiddos and then also on our way back home.
Coming home. Yeah, let's unpack it. So if you want to take a look at the map, I can show you kind of what we're talking about. So zooming in to the I-35 and Riverside Drive corridor, which is also where Lady Bird Lake and I-35 intersect. And so let's see, it's been a while that you and I have been able to connect. We had some scheduling snafus the last couple of weeks, but one thing I actually wanted to talk about last week, and then we just weren't able to connect, but was that TxDOT closed the exits. So if you're trying to go northbound on 35, which right now is that yellow area, they closed the exit for Riverside Drive and for Holly Street.
Wow.
But they also closed the entrance at Holly Street.
So you can't get in or out on Holly
was a
Street.
mess. It was a mess. So like a week ago. But then what they did, they realized, oh no, they had also had the Cesar Chavez entrance closed. So drivers were having to go all the way to 8th Street to get onto I-35.
And then loop back around.
It was a mess.
That's chaos.
If you're trying to like get off, like if you entered 35 at Riverside Drive, which a ton of people do, trying to go northbound, you had to go all the way to 8th Street. Actually, it's after 8th Street. It's practically 9th Street. So that was 9 blocks of service road traffic that people had to deal with.
And if 35 gets backed up in that area alone, imagine the service road.
Yeah, it was
Jeez.
a mess. In fact, I heard from someone who was like, I actually was one that didn't have to exit. So she was like, actually, I-35 that morning was fine because no one was able to get on. So that was pretty funny.
Wow,
I'm like,
that's
well,
funny.
you just got the lucky stick that day. So what is happening is that the Texas Department of Transportation is leading the charge on this I-35 Capital Express Central project. And so we've always known they were starting at MLK and next up was right around Lady Bird Lake and Holly Street and Riverside Drive. And so this is just that new era that we've entered. And so let me tell you what they're doing. I'm going to
take that full. So
yeah, show the map. So this is eventually what this corridor at Riverside Drive and I-35 is going to look like.
Very
which is
sleek.
so fancy, right? So this is what eventually it will look like. So they haven't started this part yet. This is that Riverside Drive bridge over I-35. And you also see what else is there?
Yeah,
The light
that
rail.
light rail.
Yep. So it's all going to be coming eventually. But right now, what's causing these delays is the construction for this.
Yes.
This is that new pedestrian bridge that's going to be running on the east side, the northbound side of I-35. And so right now, and this is all connecting to the hike and bike trail. And so, and they're doing all kinds of, the new Wishbone Bridge just reopened on the hike and bike trail. And it's such a beautiful experience, honestly. If
Have you been there already?
I haven't been able to do the Wishbone, but even just like the bridge that runs along it within the lake, you know, Lady Bird Lake, on the south side, that view is stunning. So obviously we know Austin is a very active community. And I know this is going to be really popular, but right
Yeah.
now, and now pedestrians don't have access, or they won't have access to this area. Like you're going to have to cross Lady Bird Lake on the north or the west side. Sorry, the west side of 35. So it's a change for sure,
Yeah.
and it's going to take
A
many
while.
years.
It's going to take a while. Just all these beautiful additions that we're receiving
Yeah.
here for our city,
Yep.
we need to expect them to take a while.
2029 is how long it's going to take for that to be done.
If you think about it, it's not that far away.
Listen, time flies when you're having fun.
We're already in March.
I know. We're already in March of 2026, so like 3 years to build that new bridge. But once it's done, it'll be super popular. It will be interesting. I'm not exactly sure when the new phase. So right now, this is what's just for the pedestrian bridge.
Mhm.
Obviously, the next phase is building that Riverside Drive, the new Riverside Drive. That's going to be huge too.
The underpass.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna expand 35, and then they're also gonna build the new Riverside Drive bridge. I mean,
Over it.
It's like gonna be
And
crazy.
pull up that picture again, because I saw that it had like
Yeah, let me
a
go
little
back.
Sidewalk cave thing. Do you see that
Which
at the bottom?
Ooh, I
in
do
that
see
green
that.
area?
Like a sunken
Sidewalk.
Sunken sidewalk. Wow.
Interesting.
I mean, way to notice that one. I know. I mean, it's going to be a massive undertaking to expand 35, to rebuild these bridges. You know, we haven't even really unpacked the caps and stitches together.
Yeah.
I'm
This
sure
is
you've
going to
heard of 'em.
make our south side of our city look so beautiful.
So pretty. I know. It'll be nice. And then, you know, you'll have that new pedestrian bridge, which is down below, which is always nice. I've walked on the current sidewalk and I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh,
Scary.
it's a little scary. I love that, you know, that you're going to have your own pedestrian bridge.
And we have so many paddle boarders and
Mm-hmm.
kayakers. Of course, they're going to enjoy the views from there.
I know. A lot of people get in and out of Lady Bird Lake down below along the trail right under I-35. So you want to see one thing that I thought was cool as part of this construction is actually it's going to impact the waterway, which
What?
I thought that was so interesting. Okay, so as part of the construction, now it's like you have this narrow path that's
Wow.
75 feet wide that you'll have to use if you are doing like the paddleboarding, the kayaking, canoeing, or whatever.
Or
you know.
those little vintage boats that you can rent out.
I know, and I'm like, I don't think as many people go that far, but you can. I've done that, the donut boat.
I've done the Swan one, and I went under
so cute.
those restricted areas.
Did y'all go that far?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. I mean, it's so fun. We've done it for like a friend's birthday, and we did it for like we went to go watch the bats with some friends once, and it's really fun. But so you will have some limitations on what part of the water you can use.
Are they going to put like cones or buoys to
I
restrict
would
it?
assume so like if you think about it, it's one thing to build a new road, right?
Mhm.
Just like on ground. But when you have to build a new
Over
bridge,
water?
it's like a whole new undertaking. So that's what they're doing. I'm sure there'll be like you can like have construction equipment on like giant buoys, like giant flotation.
Really?
Yeah, you see this sometimes like on Lake Austin when people are building homes on the lake,
Yeah.
like giant machinery, like giant construction equipment on the water. And so I'm assuming I mean, honestly, I'm trying to think of like
What it will
haven't
look like.
witnessed bridge construction in person in Austin that I can really think of, where it's like over water like that, like an actual,
Bridge.
bridge, like yeah,
overpass.
So, I'm sure they're really looking forward to it.
And I think everybody needs to be aware of the disruptions because not
Mm-hmm.
only is it affecting traffic, like you mentioned, it's affecting people who are enjoying the lake.
The lake, the hike and bike trail, all of that, it's all being impacted. And so it was interesting because we talked about this a ton. We were told on February 9th that like drivers would wake up on February 9th and see this big change because what they're doing is they're shifting the way you have access to that northbound service road. So now you're going to have to do like a whole loop-de-loo, whether you're coming from the east side or the west side of 35 on Riverside, and like go down to Woodland, do a U-turn, and then be able to continue on northbound.
So plan ahead.
So plan ahead. The thing was, it was supposed to happen February 9th. So that was like our lead story Monday morning. And then like at 9:15, TxDOT sends out an update. They were like,
Never mind.
just kidding. It's actually going to be next Monday. Like we need a little bit more time to prepare, which I had some colleagues be like, "Ah, how can they? This is crazy." I'm like, actually, it's not uncommon. Like
Yeah.
for some of these big milestones that
To
are
not
supposed to
make
happen,
it. Yeah.
to not make it on time. They just need like a little bit more time to prepare the roadway or to prepare the bypass or, and they don't really know until they get, it's kind of like any of us. We get to work Monday morning and we're like, oh God. Like,
What is going on? Well, good thing that
Yeah.
we had a delay because we can express that to everyone so
Yeah.
that they know for when is the date that
so
they're
now it's
recapping?
the 16th,
Okay.
which is President's Day. It's actually a holiday.
So hopefully not too many people are out on the roads.
Maybe it's like for the better.
Yeah.
There's not going to be as much traffic, and so people get a little bit more time to get used to it. But yeah, I mean, it's only just begun. Like I-35 construction,
Is never ending.
it's never ending. I know, and this is just the central part. You've still got north and south.
And that light rail is coming
And
from
then you have the
north.
light rail.
So
God,
it's
I
not
know.
ending anytime soon.
No, it's really not. It'll be crazy to think like we're still going to be talking this like 10 years from now. Hey, you know what? May we still be around to be talking about this 10 years from now. I always think of that. Like, things are going to be like long and hard, but it's like, hey, may we be blessed to
Yeah.
still be here in 10 years talking about that.
We're
'Cause-
here from the beginning. We
It's a
want to
blessing.
watch it complete and see the final project.
Yes, I think about that sometimes with like movies that are coming out and it's like, it's coming out in 2 years. And I'm like, well, I hope I'm still around to see it. Like, and so far, we're still around. So, like, let's put a positive spin on it.
Yes, we need to.
I know.
Well, is there any other traffic news that you want to share with us about
I'm waiting on an
construction?
update. Yeah, I'm waiting on an update with 183 North. Also, since that you and I have last talked, it's
Yeah.
been so long. The northbound MOPAC to northbound 183, that new direct connector ramp.
Started early January, right?
Okay, so the northbound 183 toll lanes, they opened, but now the ramp
Yeah.
so that connects MOPAC to 183 is supposed to be open. I haven't seen a ton of people using it. I don't know if it's just the time that I'm here at work. And I actually texted CTRMA today and said, hey, he said, okay, yeah.
Live
Yeah, I mean,
update.
northbound connector open the 31st. It's probably just the time. I'm like, I don't really see a lot of people, but people probably aren't paying for it because it's
that early.
right. It's like not. You would have to just pay for it for funsies, like
It's not like a route that you
I bet
normally
at
take.
nighttime if I need to like set a reminder to remind myself to like get on and watch one of those cameras to see if people are using it.
Mm-hmm.
And he did say southbound is coming soon.
Ooh,
So
more options for us.
I know if you want to pay, which sometimes you do. I tried to use it the other day because we did for the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. We did a live show from the Crossover in Cedar Park. I
The
don't know if you've
rink.
ever been there. Have you been there?
I haven't, but I've heard about it.
Yes. Okay. They have like it's a whole compound. You've got the field house,
Whoa.
which has like an outdoor sporty spaces and like a stage.
Sort of like the pitch.
I don't know. I haven't been there either. I live a not so charming life, I guess. And like food trucks, but then they have indoor. It's called the Crossover, and it's got rinks, ice rinks.
Oh, wow.
So freezing cold in there.
So Olympic Central.
Oh my god! So we went live there, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use the new ramp. And then they had it closed. They were doing construction, and I was like, rats! But it was like the middle of the night, so another time.
I'm sure they'll have it open.
And they'll charge me $10 to take it, but I'm like, take my money. I want to do it.
Just for the ride.
Just to say I did it. I just don't go up that way that often, but I need to find more reasons. There's always there's so much fun stuff for families.
Weekend
and kids
events.
up there.
Yeah, North is like friends and family central.
It really is like all those indoor kids places.
Yeah.
I'm like, some entrepreneur needs to open some ones down in South Austin. Like we are desperate.
Yeah,
for more
I
indoor
agree.
kids play areas.
I take my nephew to all the north ones, but I live like closer south, so I'm like, I want one closer south.
I know, and some of those fancy playgrounds. Oh my god, all up north.
Yeah, well, some of these Austin city parks are getting really, really pretty.
They are.
With all these revamps.
I know. We have one in our hood, Dick Nichols Park, that needs a full like
revamp.
They need, well, I think a water like a bigger water structure would do really well down there.
They're
A little
having
one, but it's like
a little
like-
baby one.
yeah, like little spits of water, which is nice. But I'm like, what about some of these fancy ones?
You want to
I'm
slide.
just jealous, y'all, of North Austin.
They have a lot to do.
Yeah.
We have this article on our website, and this is about the delay, right?
Mhm. This is everything you need to know about what was supposed to happen on Monday, February 9th. They got pushed to Monday, February 16th, which, by the way, a holiday. Austin ISD is also off the 17th. So the kiddos are in
Wow.
for a 4-day weekend ahead of us.
How fun.
Isn't that special?
That is very special. I wish
Yeah.
I was a student at Austin
Oh,
ISD right now.
I know. Parents everywhere, like I'm getting the emails like, are you going to pay for, you want to put your kid in a camp? I'm like, another $100 just out the window.
For
Like,
4 weeks. I mean, 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to just make her suffer at home.
Aw, bring her here. We can take
Put
care
her to
of
work.
Yeah.
Yes. She would love that, actually.
Well, Erica, thank you so much for sharing these updates with us. And everyone, stay aware. Watch our read our article
Yeah.
on our website, cakesin.com, so that you know when and where you need to make those adjustments in your traffic for the morning.
Awesome.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.